Thank you, Sage, Jim, and Joan, for those incredibly in-depth looks at the ways of knowing and the ways of giving thanks. It really is a great way to end the conference, because this is the time in the agenda where I take a few moments to thank some people who are instrumental in making the last few days happen and have worked really, really hard over the last 2 years to bring us here all today. So without further ado, if they're in the room, just stand up, wave, jump up and down, and there's a picture of some of them on Twitter jumping up and down. Search for it. Debbie Maldonado, Joy Lambright. Are you guys in the room, hopefully? You are ordered to be so. There you are, in the back. Hold on, hold your applause. I've got a fairly lengthy but very important list. So Debbie Maldonado, Joy Lambright, Kate Fitzgerald, Anne Sophie Byers, Lauren Smith, and Camilla Salvador make up what we call our conference and events team. They are the folks who stand behind the scenes and make sure the ballet that is planning a conference for 1,800 people, really a wonderful performance. They made sure that your badges were properly placed. Every little detail is in this giant binder that someone else, who I'll talk about in a moment, keeps at her side. I kind of thought about in the last few days, like stealing it for a moment, see like how freaked out she might be. But I didn't do that. I know who I need to keep as my friends. But they, along with others, really are responsible for all of the great things that we sort of take for granted over the last few days. So thank you for all the great work that you've done. So that's the conference and events side of things. Then we also have the programmatic side of things, the breakout sessions, the I guess, time that we spend with our keynote speakers and the book signings and all the things that make the conference what it is from a programmatic standpoint. So I want to thank Stephen Perrine, Mike Leschner, Leo Chiarella, stand up guys, Maya Grodman. Stand up, are you all standing up? Okay. Thank you for the hard work that you've done for the conference. And then two people who work in our communications and marketing department, Colleen Duffy, and in particular Robin Kahn. They do a great job of making, they do a great job of making us all look good, but in particular me look good. And there was no makeup involved, I promise you. But thank you to Colleen and Robin for all the work that you've done to support this year's conference. In particular, Robin really is the driving force behind our service learning activity on Wednesday, which I took part in, and many of us did as well. So thank you, Robin. Then finally, there are two folks that I'd like to join me up on stage. Paul, he's been in the spotlight, you know, a bit, but as he's hinted at and I've alluded to, he, for the last 26 years, has been a driving force behind the work that we've done here in the Americas. And one of the big things on his plate each year is the programming for this conference, helping find the speakers, crafting the theme, as well as the experience of what we're going to feel when we leave today. And this year, everyone tells me this every year, but I really feel that this year even more so, is one of the best conferences yet. And that's due to the programming and the work that you and the team have done. So Paul, please. And then Janine Luttrell, where are you hiding? Are you backstage somewhere? Are you front stage? Where are you? Are you not here? She's hiding somewhere. Is that you? Oh, there she is. She's emerging from the door. Come out here for a moment. She works with that merry band that was standing up all together in the back of the room. And really, if you've run little conferences or even a meeting at your school or otherwise, you have no idea how lucky we are to have Janine on the team and really leading the efforts of the details that went into this conference and the details, the logistical details that go into training 36,000 IB teachers each year face-to-face. It's Janine and the team that you saw in the back of the room that do that. And it's behind the scenes, and it's not often that we have an opportunity to thank you so publicly. So thank you for all you do. And I gave those to her on the last day of the conference so she can easily go home, and we're in DC, so she doesn't have to pack them on the plane, which is good. So just finally, just a couple of words. All the folks at IB, we work really hard, and like I've said many times, we look forward to this time of year, but the real thanks is to you, as I've said, and hopefully you don't get bored of hearing it. Thank you for being such an important part of our community and such a passionate part of our community. And we look forward to seeing you next year in Chicago, and I look forward to seeing you at your schools, via email, telephone. Please do reach out to me and the rest of the team. We're here to support you and to help enable the work that you're doing day in, day out in the classroom. Thank you so much. Take care.